So we have this Enchanter scroll. We'll see what this is. If you truly are the one brave enough to face unspeakable peril, let your wizardly powers reveal our words. So this is like a big scroll that apparently came with the game. And it apparently has, I don't know, it looks like it has some, I'm not sure exactly what we're looking at right now. Hear us, the Circle of Enchanters, have foreseen that a ruthless and powerful evil may one day seize this land. Should that time arrive, we also foresee the coming of age of a young enchanter whose heart and wits may triumph over the warlock's dark necromancy. It is our hope that this enchanter hears our words. I assume that's going to be us. We cannot see your face through the mists of time, but this we know and true. You are promising in magic, but have not gained your full skills. That is as it must be, for the warlock would recognize one of the council of elders and would sense the presence of a more powerful enchanter. Thus, in your obscurity, you may find your way to his lair before he knows the mortal danger you pose. 4 spells will arm you as you begin your quest. Okay, we might have to write this stuff down. We have Frotz. F-R-O-T-Z is light. So we actually have a light spell, which is nice. Knitful shall build a bridge of a language to all the animals of the land. So speak to animals. We have Nusto, or Gnusto, depending on how you want to pronounce that, is writes magic. By it you shall commit spells to your treasured spellbook. Okay. Write spells to book. And then we have Blorb, which is a spell of protection. With it, you may guard your precious possessions. Guard possessions? I don't know what that means exactly, but okay. Never forget, young enchanter, that magic is your only weapon. By your vows to the Council of Elders, you may cast aside the common protections of sword and armor. Therefore, you will need many more spells to accomplish your quest. These will be revealed to you. Always be alert. Though your way may be harsh and your steps fraught with danger, remember throughout your quest that you are the only hope of this land. We pray that our successors will choose wisely, and that you will prove yourself worthy of the title Enchanter, signed with our mark and cast into the ages, the Circle of Enchanters. Then it's got some blank pages, which looks weird. I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. Alright, so that is the Enchanter Scroll. We also have a Enchanter Guild Directory, which looks very interesting as well. Be it declared by the Guild of Masters of this and of this land, that those who unseal this capsule be they our descendants or born a civilization that has succeeded our own. I'm not going to read that. Heed the words of the Circle of Enchanters. The evil warlock has subjugated this land to its power. Many have dared oppose him. All have failed. Many, many years before our age, the elders of the Circle of Enchanters foresaw the possibility of these dread occurrences. In their great wisdom, they realized that no accomplished enchanter would penetrate the warlock's defenses unrecognized, and that the task of freeing the land would fall to a young journeyman conjurer. Reluctantly, the current circle has identified you as the one to whom they must entrust our fate. As a newly fledged enchanter, you have learned your lessons, but you have not faced all your tests. You are a person of great power, but in the ranks of necromancers, you are a lowly and ignorant person indeed. Normally, your former masters in the Circle of Enchanters have trained you well, or naturally, rather. Your former masters in the Circle of Enchanters have trained you well in the basics of magic. You will be greatly aided by the spells you know and the spells you will learn, but you must also rely on your powers of observation and quick wits. Okay, we have practical advice on the mystic arts, courtesy of the Thaumaturgic Guild. Okay. You know that spell. Okay, so this one has, as an enchanter or even your level, would have no golf. As an enchanter of even your level, an enchanter of even your level would have no difficulty with the basis of magic. But of course, there are times when you are dozing during a lecture on spellcasting, not to mention the seminars of thaumaturgical theory that you spent turning flies into tiny dragons. So, just in case, here's a refresher course. Spells are ways of performing magic. Each spell is known by the one-word name, through which the spell can be used. Magic spells usually have a duration and sometimes a delay before they can be used again. Remember, magic spells are dangerous things, particularly to wizards. Wizards' heightened abilities in this realm carry the penalty of heightened sensitivity to spells cast by others. Sometimes a spell which a mundane person would not even notice, well, will have a profound effect upon you. As a certified wizard, if a somewhat lowly one, you have a personal spell book in which you record the spells you are capable of using. Your book contains a few spells before the game begins. Others may be added during your travels. You may find spell scrolls here and there. These are extremely valuable objects. They can be used directly to cast spells, but so doing uses up the scroll and spell permanently. So it is usually much better to write them into your spellbook, which you can use them many, many times. The rules of spellcasting. Newly found spells may be written into your spellbook by using the Nusto spell, aka Write Magic, which you learned early in your academic career. Once a spell is written in your spellbook, it may be used again and again. Some spells are too powerful to be written by a wizard of your limited experience. Such spells may still be used if they are found on scrolls, but the spell will be gone after it is used. Reading your book lists the spells you have written, along with their meanings. You might experiment with the spells already in your book to learn their uses. Before a spell in your book can actually be used, it must be memorized. Hey G in Boston, how's it going? Thanks for the cat cam treats.
More treats? Bitch, you got off the tree. You're not gonna get treats. Get back on that chair. I'm talking to you. Yeah, you want treats, you gotta get on that chair. You seem to not understand that if you don't get on the chair, you're not getting treats. make you guys so fat. Move.
Cat trees. Thanks for the cat trees, G in Boston. Before a spell in your book can actually be used, it must be memorized. Only a small number of spells can actually be memorized at one time. And when you use a spell you have memorized, you forget it. You must memorize spells to use them. The spells command lets you know which spells you have memorized. So we have to memorize spells. Okay, so it's kind of like D&D and the fact that we have to memorize spells. Okay, using your spell casting powers. You can use spells either by saying cast, spell name, at something, or more simply by saying the spell's name and something. So we can ignore the cast and the at. Some spells are so general in application that they require no object. Just by typing the spell name is enough. For example, suppose there were a spell named Bosbar that you had written in your spell book, or were carrying in a scroll. Learn Bosbar or memorize Bosbar would make the spell available for immediate use. Bosbar horse, cast Bosbar at horse, cast the Bosbar spell at the horse would all have the same result. Bosbar, the poor horse. Whatever that means. Latitude and longitude. While a wizard of sufficient skill may transport himself great distances with a twitch of his smallest toe, your level of skill restricts you to more common forms of transportation, such as walking. You should not consider yourself above snooping around, as your surroundings are almost always dangerous. The best way to move from place to place is to type the direction in which you want to move. You can use all 8 compass directions, which can be abbreviated as N, E, S, W, N, E, S, E, N, W, and S, W. Up and down are also important and can be abbreviated U and D. In and out may also work in certain places. Okay, exploration. Enchanter calls each location a room, just like previous Zorks. When you enter a room for the first time, Enchanter displays the name of the room, its description, and descriptions of any interesting objects in the room which you might want to interact. When you enter a room, only the name of the room and names of the objects in it are normally displayed. Walking around is unnecessary. Anything inside a room is always within reach, unless of course you are sitting or lying down or the object is somehow enclosed or protected. The verbose command tells Enchanter to display the full description of every room and every object each time you see them, not just the first time. The super brief command tells Enchanter to display only the name of the rooms and not any of the objects in it, even if on your first visit. When you are in super brief mode, you will still get a description of the room and the objects presented by typing look or L. The brief command tells Enchanter to return to the initial mode in which you see descriptions only on your first visit. Examining objects. Many objects in Enchanter are important, either because they are magical or because they are useful for more common purposes, such as providing nourishment. Even enchanters must eat and sleep. Examine or read every object that seems important. It's the only way that you can expect to survive your apprenticeship and acquire new skills. Even life-threatening actions may lead to new insights. Don't forget that your mentor, Belboz, the necromancer, well, that's interesting, that was the name of the spell, is skilled at the revival of those given up for dead. Oh, so apparently if we die, then we might be resurrected. Besides, you can always start over again or save your position first. See the section on scriveners. Trying the bazaar can be fun and often will give you a clue. Here's a nonsense example. Give the magic geranium to the wolf. The wolf considers for a moment eating the geranium instead of you. Then he decides the better of it and advances toward you. In addition to learning something useful about the culinary preferences of wolves, you have a clue that perhaps feeding something else, a steak, to the wolf would be more useful. There are many possible routes to the successful completion of Enchanter. Some problems that you encounter along the way have more than one solution. Others may not need to be solved at all. Sometimes using one way to solve a problem will make it harder or impossible to solve another, and sometimes it will make it blissfully easy. Until you have mastered those spells dealing with clairvoyance and the prediction of the future, you might find it easier to play Enchanter with another person. One person might find a problem difficult, while another might find it easy. Two players often complement each other. Pen to parchment. At one time, enchanters would recall in complete detail even the tiniest events in their lives, and even project these recollections upon clouds for the amusement of the populace. Alas, such skills are forgotten now, so you will find it useful to make a map as a protection against becoming hopelessly lost. Remember, there are 10 possible directions, plus in and out. All right, so this is I guess this is the manual. So, interesting. So we have the prompt, we have sentences, take the scroll, take all the scrolls, take all but the wand, go out, drop the newt into the pot, examine the large red demon, push the green button, hit the green button with the magic wand, look under the workbench, read the scroll book, give the scroll book to the frog, reach into the hole. You must separate multiple objects of a verb by the word and or by a comma. Drop the sword and the magic knife. Take the spring of ivy, the mistletoe, and the spotted frog. Okay. You can include several sentences in one input line if you separate them by the word then, not and. Okay. The gentle art of persuasion. You will meet other creatures, some human, some not, as you play Enchanter. You can talk to a creature by typing its name, followed by a comma, followed by whatever you want to say. For example, you can say, Imp, where's the spellbook? Henchman, follow me. Adventurer, kill the monster. Okay. Enchanter tries to be clever about what you really mean when you don't complete the information. For example, if you want to do something, but you don't specify what to do with or to, Enchanter will sometimes decide there is only one possible object that you could have meant, such as unlock the door with the key. If your sentence is ambiguous, Enchanter will ask you what you really meant. Most such questions will be answered briefly. For example, slice the scroll. What do you want to slice the scroll with? And then you type what you want to, then you answer the question. Okay. The power of vocabulary. Enchanter uses many more words than it will accept in your inputs. Enchanter recognizes a vocabulary of hundreds of words, generally all of the words that would be likely to use in playing the game. However, descriptions of rooms, objects, or events may use words that Enchanter couldn't possibly digest. These words are used only to enhance your mental imagery and are not necessary for you to use to complete the game. If you find that Enchanter doesn't know a word you wish to use, or its likely synonyms, you almost certainly don't need that word to solve the game. Completely mystifying sentences will cause Enchanter to complain in one way or another. After making the complaint, Enchanter will ignore the rest of the input line. Unusual events, such as being attacked, will also make Enchanter ignore the rest of the sentences you typed, since the event may have changed your situation dramatically. Alright, so here's a list of commands. We have again, brief, diagnose, inventory, look, quit, restart, restore, save, which is over the thing, which looks pretty horrible, save, score, script, spells, super brief, time, unscript, verbose, version, wait. Okay. Sentences must contain at least a verb and or a command. Multiple objects of the verb must be separated by the word and or by a comma. Marking time and resuming place. You can save by save, restore with restore. What we'll get for error messages. Example list of useful words. They say they've tested this game, and if you find any bugs or whatever, they would appreciate it if you tell them about it. And enchanters above such mundane considerations and will consult the score only to measure progress towards more worthy goals. Okay, and that is the manual for that. I'd say that's the manual. What else do we have here? We have a Invisiclues. Okay, we have a map. So this is a map. Map looks sizable. Looks like a pretty sizable map. Unlike the previous game, we don't have a From Zork 3, I don't think. So I don't think we have a From Zork 3 in this one. So we're just starting off as a new character, unlike the previous games where we were starting off as the previous character from the previous game. We're starting off anew this time. And we also have, actually that's it. We have a hint book as well, which we can use to get hints from. These are the Invisiclues hint book. It lists locations of spells and some answers to questions that if you had a question about what to do in the game, so you don't have to go through a walkthrough. And we have a manual as well, which is probably very similar to what we already read. Yes, it looks similar, but it's also not the same. So we have some, it looks like some interesting text here. We have the history of magic can be broken down into 4 distinct periods: the empirical age, the scientific age, the industrial age, and the age of guilds. Each of these will be explored in some depth in order to give the reader a sense of the course of events which has shaped the use of magic in today's society. So this is kind of a brief in magic, the age of magic. Primitive cultures had naturally assumed that the disorderly nature of our world was due to such supernatural causes as magic. With the founding of the natural sciences, however, nature has increasingly viewed as being orderly. As the sciences progressed, the knowledge and lore of magic largely disappeared as early as the 5th century GUE. However, such students of the mystical arts as Bizbaz and Dinbar thoroughly examined ancient writings on the subject. Bizbaz himself wrote what became the seminal work on thaumaturgy, on the presence of an incredibly weird stuff going on, in 473 GUE, in which he claimed to have discovered, for the most part, natural rules by which this weird stuff is ordered. This work was ridiculed by the leading scholars of the time, leading to Bizbaz's removal from the faculty of the Galepath University and eventually to his tragic suicide in 475 GUE. This work, however, encouraged others in the pursuit of magical knowledge with mixed results. Charlatans claiming to have created magical potions and powders regularly fooled the gullible population into buying potions which claimed to do such things as reverse hair loss and draw trebled frops in double phonics fanuki. With such appeals to public ignorance led King Duncanthrax in 672 GUE to write the Unnatural Acts, which provided stiff penalties for those convicted of selling unnatural or supernatural substances. The scientific age. While the charlatans were at work, serious students took up the cause of magic, attempting to explain the natural world as a byproduct of the interrelated workings of science and physics, medicine, chemistry, mathematics, and thaumaturgy. Their success in demonstrating the so-called first principles. I don't think any of this is relevant to the game. I think this is a lot of lore, but I think it's interesting. It kind of explains a lot about the world. During the reign of Frobot the Flatter, the art and science of thaumaturgy flourished. The first reliable incantation device, known to scholars as the hyperbolic incantation concentrator, was produced by the Thaumaturgical Institute. The long, thin, portable device, nicknamed the Magic Wand by the lay press, became an instant sensation among the populace and gained a certain measure of respect for the fledgling science. Okay. Then we got the Industrial Age, which was in 769. So apparently, in the original Zork 1 through 3, we're kind of going into the ruins of the Zork Empire, but it looks like in this one we're maybe in actual Zork with people and stuff like that. So that's interesting. Oh, well, look, we have some spells. We have some spells here. Well, it looks like it doesn't matter. Physmo spell causes stopped up pipes to unclog. Don't think we're going to need that one. And Zemdor will turn original into triplicate, so a copy spell. Zimbor, turn one really big city into lots of tiny little ashes. Well, that doesn't sound good. Oh, he was trying to cast Zemdor, but turned Zimbor instead. Ooh, that's bad. Spells being so close to each other. This led Lord Dimwit Flathead the Excessive to issue a series of 5,521 edicts over the following few weeks, which had the effect of severely limiting access to magic. And incidentally, lawyers, henceforth, all magic was entrusted to the various guilds of enchanters, which by now existed in many small communities. Each guild, whose elders comprised the so-called Circle of Enchanters, was empowered to form schools for the training of new enchanters. This official sanctioning of the guilds led to the formation of numerous other chapters, with membership in the various guilds in excess of 2,000 by the year 800, despite the fall of the Great Underground Empire in 883. Under the feeble-minded reign of Werb Flathead, the Guild of Enchanters remains virtually unchanged in character today. Since the fall of the Empire, magic has become a mysterious art practiced primarily by trained sorcerers. Although a few spells, such as Umbaz, which means ovulate, need for dusting, and Nirzo, balanced checkbook, have been approved for over-the-counter sale. Upon graduation from an accredited thaumaturgical college, an enchanter is given a spellbook with a few spells, none of which has great power. As an enchanter continues his or her studies, many spells may be obtained. These may be copied into a spellbook for use whenever the occasion warrants. The enchanter's job is not as easy as is commonly thought. An enchanter must memorize a spell written in a spellbook before casting it. Spells on scrolls and those which have been permanently etched in the memory by training needn't be memorized. Moreover, if an enchanter needs to use a particular spell twice... Yellow. Hey, thanks for the follow. Epically
curious. Oh, that's
Epically
Maddie.
curious.
That's my friend.
Okay.
That's my friend. How to do that?
But in spite of the rigors of spellcasting, the personal rewards are great, and the job of enchanter remains a popular and well-respected vocation. The most fitting words regarding the history of magic were written over a century ago by the renowned historian Osmar. In 821, he wrote, "The greatest irony is this, that the ancients of our kind were nearer to knowing the truth about science than those who called themselves scientists. Science has taught us much and given us new words for old mysteries, but beneath these words are mysteries, and beneath them more mysteries. The pursuit of magic has given these mysteries meaning and provided for our people great benefits unrealized as yet by science. One day, perhaps a great union will be formed between magic and science, and the final mysteries will be solved. And then we have the manual, which is, we already kind of read the manual. It's more or less a very similar thing that we read before with the same verbs and all that stuff. So we're not going to go through that. And we are going to get into the game. So let's head back to our game menu here.
What is this? Like the fourth sequel to Zork?
It's the fourth game.
In the series?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we hit play. And, yes. Windowed. No. Okay. So we should be able to fire it up. And we'll see what happens. Okay. Well, it is working, but is unfortunately not in the correct location on my screen. Well, this one doesn't have the traditional white box at the top like the previous Zork games had. So, very interesting. See if we can get this to fit in here. Here we go. That looks good. That looks good. I wasn't able to read it. So we're gonna hit restart. So apparently there's 400 points. Unlike the previous game, which had 7 points. Oh, there is a white bar at the top. Never mind. So let me affirm that. We're going to affirm that. Here we go. It must be the warlock Krill. The odd disappearances, the mysterious dissolution of regions sacred to the circle, the lessening of the powers. Oh, let me start the timer too. These could only be his handiwork. The circle gathers, and its leaders, the esteemed Belboz, reveals to them an ancient document which portends evil days, such like our own. Krill's evil must be unmade, but to send a powerful enchanter is ill-omened. It would be ruinous to reveal oversoon our full powers. A ripple of concern spreads over the face of each enchanter. Belboz pauses and collects his resolve. Have hope. This has been written by the hand far wiser than mine. He recites a short spell, and you appear. Belboz approaches, transfixing you with his gaze, and hands you the document. The other enchanters await his decree. These words, written ages ago, can have only one meaning. You, a novice enchanter with but a few simple spells in your book, must seek out Krill, explore the castle he has overthrown, and learn his secrets. Only then may his vast evil be lessened or, with good fortune, destroyed. The circle rises and intones a richly woven spell. Those many textures imbue the small, darkened chamber with warmth and hope. There is a surge of power. You are sent. Enchanter, Infocom, Interactive Fiction, a fantasy story, copyright 1983, 1984, 1986 by Infocom, all rights reserved. Enchanter is a trademark of Infocom Incorporated. And this is release number 29 with serial number 860820. And now we're at a fork. We stand at a point of decision on a road which makes a wide fork to the northeast and southeast, circling the base of the lonely mountain which looms high overhead to the east. A very long and winding road starts here and stretches out of sight to the west through low, smoky hills. The sun is rising over the lands to the east. And it begins, and with that, we are going to cue up the music, because I think we need some. So here we go. Okay. So we're in a fork. You stand at a point of decision on a road which takes a wide fork to the northeast and southeast. I'm trying to figure out where we are on this map. Oh, here we are. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Briar Cub, how's it going? We're enchanting. So we have 4 spells. We have Frotz. What do you want to frotz? We have a spell book. What if we frotz our spell book? There's an almost blinding flash of light as the spellbook begins to glow. It slowly fades to a less painful level, but the spellbook is now quite usable as a light source. Okay. We now have light. We're gonna go northeast. Now we're outside of a shack. You're south of an old wooden shack, apparently deserted. The trail extends from northeast to southwest here, circling the lonely mountain, which lies to the southeast. Okay, so we're south of a shack, so let's go north to the shack. You're inside a shack. The inside of the shack is a shambles, an overturned table and bench, and a few broken windows remain. An oven is the only fixture that's even recognizable. The door is to the south. The top of the battered lantern is partially visible behind the overturned table. An empty jug lies in the corner of the room against the overturned table. We have a lantern. Let's take the lantern. And take the jug. Not jug. We can't take an oven. But there's an object in here called an oven, so. Okay, let's go south. It's kind of loud. Let's turn that down. Okay, so we can go northeast again. We're at a trail. The trail turns a corner here, bending out of sight to the southeast and southwest. The ground is higher here than to the south, allowing you to make out the top of the lonely mountain, shrouded in clouds. No path from here leads up the mountain, however. So you can go southeast You're in the northwest side of the Lonely Mountain, walking a narrow path through rolling hills. On one side of the path is a sign, and behind that, to the northeast, a winding path through the thick undergrowth. The trail continues to the southeast. The sun has now risen above the hills. On one side of the path is a sign. Read sign. Shady Brook Trail. Well, let's go that way. Let's go to Shady Brook Trail. Okay, we're at Shady Brook Trail. The trail ends here. A ruined stone foundation marks the site of the old Lingoff House, which presumably was a monument of some sort. The trailhead is off to the south, and a small brook flows slowly by. Fill jug with water. Okay, we got some water. Okay, let's go southeast. You're at a fork in the road where paths to the northeast and southwest girdle the base of the Lonely Mountain, and a smaller path winds its way to the east. We're going to save now as start, I guess. We haven't really done anything. We're in the village outskirts. You're on a road which enters a small village to the southwest and comes to a fork to the northeast. The Lonely Mountain looms above, but there is no path from here which ascends to the mountain. We're at the deserted village. This is the castle's village. Formerly, peasants lived here, going to their farm plots each day. Merchants and artisans made it a center of cultural activity, but now it's deserted, or almost. There is smoke rising from a particularly decrepit hovel to the south. A path travels through the village from southwest to northeast, heading towards the castle, and a less used trail heads north up the mountain. Well, they were talking about going up the mountain, so maybe we should go up the mountain. Let's go north. Mountain Trail. The spot halfway up the Lonely Mountain is desolate of vegetation. Short, stunted trees with branches empty surround you, and the air is heavy and smoke-filled. Ooh, lots of text here. This is the top of the Lonely Mountain. In olden days, mariners had called it Signal Mountain, for its glistening peak reflected the pale moonlight, providing an unmistakable landmark on unclouded nights. The bald mountain face is made of a shining substance whose nature is unknown to you. Looking to the west, low hills stretch to the horizon. A small piece and small pieces of the long road can be seen winding their way to distant lands. To the east, far away, can be seen a great castle at the edge of the sea. 3 turrets. It has 2. 3 turrets it has. 2, old and still majestic, lie on either side of a third, cold black as night and squat as a toad. The evil smoke seems to emanate from this tower, shrouding the others in a darkening fog. A small mountain trail leaves the peak and descends to the south into a small village far below. Okay, that's where we were. So we can see the castle from here. But it has 3 turrets. 2 old and still majestic, and 1 is, I guess, Well, not. Okay, let's go south. It is dark and smoky in here, but this is a place of great disorder, and its odor is indescribable. A pail of rags sits near a small pot, which is bubbling and steaming over a tiny fire. The pile of rags sports a gnarled hand, which busies itself with the noisome stew. A closer look reveals a withered crone at the other end of the hand. The creature looks you over keenly and speaks. I should have thought they would send someone more. She laughs in an unsettling way. They've all left. A great storm is brewing in the east, my friend, and all have fled before it. She starts to chuckle. Take this and be gone. With a wave of her hand, you find yourself reeling out of the door of the hovel, holding some sort of scroll in your hand. Okay. Well, we got something. So where are we? Okay, we're back at the village. Okay. So we have a scroll. Look at scroll. Well, let's save first. I don't want something to happen here. Like we read the scroll and it like casts the spell, but the scroll reads Resolve spell. Open even locked or enchanted objects. Ooh, an unlock spell. Let's write that one down. Rob. Unlock stuff. So we got an unlock spell. Let's write Rob in book. Oh, it's Rob. I have to look at the manual. I don't remember how to write spells in my spell book. Is it copy? You must memorize spells. Okay. Newly found spells can be written in your spell book. Oh, you have to use the Nusto command. Okay. Nusto Rob. Oh, I do? The Nusto spell, the only thing you seem to have learned well, remains yours forever. Other than that, you have the Blorb spell. Blorb. We catch something small and furry that scurries away. Wait, how do we read our book? Oh, here we go. It's not here. Well, we have to type learn. Okay. Oh, there we go. I don't know why it said I already had that spell. Your spellbook begins to glow softly, slowly, ornately. The words of the Rezrov spell are inscribed, glowing even more brightly than the book itself. The book's brightness fades, but the spell remains. However, the scroll in which it has written vanishes as the last word is copied. Alright, so we got the spell. Cool. I'm gonna learn the knit full spell. Knit full. Using our best studying habits, we learn the knit full spell. Okay, because we saw a creature, so we kind of want to talk to it. I think we do. I'm gonna save again. We're gonna save as Rezrov. There we go. Then we're going to go north or southwest. The trail takes a hairpin turn here, swinging out to the northwest as northeast. There enters a small village. Okay, we're gonna go northwest. The trail here turns dry and dusty to the south. Northwest is the fork leading to the long road, and the trail continues. Okay, so we're back at the fork. So we're going to go back, I think, this way. South, east. We're going to wait. Drink. Drink water. The delicious spring water tasted great. So we're gonna have to drink in this game. So apparently there's the requirement to drink. That's new to Zork. We didn't have to do that before. But apparently in this game, we have to drink. So that's gonna be fun. We saw a creature that was in the we're at the loop. Is that where we were before when we saw the creature? Because we saw a creature come out and like, yeah, saving is always a good idea. We know we can get water at the Shady Brook, so we know where to get water. And I don't like that it says a quantity of water. I wish it would tell me how much water a quantity of water was. Oh, there we go. You hear a rustling in the brambles nearby, and you catch a glimpse of something small and furry as it scurries away. Cast, what was it? Knitful. Oh, knitful. What do you want to knitful? Creature? No. Only thing I can think of is trying to trap it. But I don't think we have anything we could do that with. So let's look at the lantern. We have a battered lantern that doesn't seem like it would have any use. Let's just keep going this way, I guess. Okay, now we can go this way and keep heading over here. So we're at a western road. You're on a east-west road, which winds its way through the dark rolling hills of this land. To the west rises a high mountain. To the east stands a high castle with dark towers. Ooh. Let's go east again. Outside gate. You are outside the western entrance of the castle. To the east stands an iron gate, which is closed and chained. A winding road starts here and proceeds to the west. Okay. We gotta figure out a way to get in the gate. Open gate. The gate is secure. It cannot be unlocked. Oh, really? Well, I have a spell that I wrote down, unlocks stuff. And I think a gate would be considered stuff. So we're going to try and unlock the stuff. We're going to have to learn Res Rov. Then we're going to cast Res Rov. Or no, we're going to say Res Rov Gate. Res Rov Gate. The chains of the iron gate fly into the air and vanish. The gate flies open, and a blast of cold air fills your lungs. Woohoo! We did it. We opened the gate. We got 55 points out of a possible 700 points. For opening a gate. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright. So now we have opened the castle using our Resrov spell. Thankfully we got a Resrov spell. If we wouldn't have gotten a Resrov spell, we'd be dead in the water. So we're going to go into the gate, I guess. As you pass through the gate, you feel that your mind is being probed. After a moment, it is realized, or perhaps discarded, as uninteresting. So the evil sorcerer or enchanter or whatever, Krill, just read her mind and was like, oh, this is a lowly, non-interesting enchanter that knows 5 spells. 1 that provides light, 1 allows him to speak to animals, 1 lets him write spells in his book, 1 involves guarding possessions, and 1 unlocks my stuff. Meh. And then proceeded to ignore me. As was expected. If it would have been somebody who was actually powerful, they would probably have been squished. But he doesn't want to even bother squishing me because it would be a little bit of effort. So he chooses not to squish me. So I'm just inside what appears to be the main entrance to the castle. An iron gate standing wide open looms to the west, which is where we came from. Through it, a narrow road can be seen winding through low, smoky hills. Before you, to the east, is a huge open courtyard. To the north and south are archways leading to the interior of the castle. We have a courtyard. Yeah. We've got places we can go. Let's go north. North seems the most interesting. Actually, I have no idea which is the most interesting. You are in a long, pebbled path stretching out to the north. To the south of the path continues through an open archway into an open area. Let's go north again. There is a base of the northwest tower of the castle. A winding staircase leads up into the tower itself, and passages lead from here to the east and south. You're at the base of a tower. A winding staircase leads up. Let's go up. Jewel room. Oh no, we need food. We don't have any food. This fabulous room commands a magnificent view of the lonely mountain which lies to the north and west. The room itself is filled with beautiful chests and cabinets which once contained precious jewels and other objects. Dyart. These are empty. Winding stone stairs lead down to the base of the tower. There's an ornamental egg here, both beautiful and complex. It is carefully crafted and bears further examination. Take egg. Examine egg. The ornamental egg is both beautiful and complex. The egg itself is mother of pearl, but decorated with delicate gold traceries, inlaid with jewels and other precious metals. On the surface are a lapis handle, an emerald knob, a silver slide, a golden crank, and a diamond studded button carefully and unobtrusively embedded in the decorations. These various protuberances are likely to be connected with some machinery inside. So it looks like some sort of maybe, so we've got a bunch of stuff. This looks like it sounds like a puzzle egg. Interesting. So we have the egg, so let's go down the tower. Our stomach is grumbling. We don't have any food. We need some food. Where are we gonna get some food? Where's the kitchen in this place? There must be a kitchen somewhere, right? Maybe we'll find a scroll that gives us, like, that allows us to make food or something. Alright. Let's go south. South. Let's go south again. Okay. Stretches dark. Open area. South again. This dark and damp spot is at the base of a southwest tower of the castle. 2 corridors lead to the north, so we can go up again. Okay, let's check this tower out. A round bedroom, so we could technically sleep here if we wanted to. Seems like it would be weird to sleep in the evil guy's castle. Yes, it does sound kind of like a Fabergé egg. Okay, now where are we? We can go north and east. Let's go east. You're becoming quite hungry. Oh man, food. A damp corridor continues east and west from here. A dark and foreboding stairway leads down to the south. In addition, a narrow passage leads to the north. You're becoming quite hungry. Whoops. Okay. So we can go down. A narrow passage. Let's go to the north. We're in a closet. The small room must have been a closet of some sort. To the north is a passage leading out into a courtyard. Another exit is to the south. In the exact center of the room is a large jeweled box. It is wrapped in tight coils of thin rope. You try to follow the strands with your eye, but become hopelessly lost in the jumble of thousands of loops and knots. Well, can we take it? Nope, we can't take the jeweled box. Let's look at box. It's closed and wrapped in tight coils of thin rope. Take rope. The rope is so entangled around the box that the idea is ridiculous. We don't have an untangle ropes, but we do have an unlock. Could the unlock spell potentially work on a wrapped up box? Maybe. It's not really locked in the traditional sense, but it does seem to be locked in the sense that we can't get into it. We're hungry, so we're going to res rove a box. The magic in the rope is strong enough to prevent the Resrove spell from working. A gaunt, feral-looking dog carrying a well-chewed bone approaches, is surprised by your presence, growls, and then turns tail. A dog. Okay. Cast... or we'll say blorb, no, knitful dog. You can't see that anymore. Okay. So there's a box that we can't get into. Okay. We need some food. We definitely need some food. So how do we get food? Oh, now we're getting tired too. So we also need to sleep. We need to drink, sleep, and be merry. And eat too. This is the westernmost point in a large open courtyard. The huge entrance gate to the castle looms ominously to the west. The courtyard widens as it proceeds to the east, where a large ivy-covered temple stands. On either side of the temple are small towers. Far beyond the temple, high above, are two large towers marking the corners of the castle. A squat, dark turret hunches between them, blackening the sky around it. A small path leads into the castle to the north. The darkening sky is lit by a waning moon. You're beginning to tire. We're getting tired. You're in the center. We don't have anything to eat. We have nothing. Eat egg. Eat egg. We have nothing to eat. We're gonna die from starvation, apparently. Directly in front of you is a large temple flanked with two small towers. Behind the temple can be seen two eastern towers. The castle is shrouded in fog, and a single dark turret, black as night, and sending dark streams of smoke into a lowering sky. From the temple comes a howling, haunting chant. Okay, well, let's go into the temple and see what's in there. Maybe there's food. Whoa. That's a lot of text. Temple. Everything you see is gray and lifeless, as though covered with a veil of ash. Sound is muted, and there's a faint, acrid odor. This is the interior of a huge temple of primitive construction. A few flickering torches cast this sallow illumination over the altar, which atop a row of stairs is still drenched with the blood of human sacrifice. Beyond the altar is an enormous statue of a demon, which seems to reach towards you with dripping fangs and razor-sharp talons. Two open doorways lead out of the temple, to the east and west, while two wooden doors stand at the north and south. So there's, I guess, direction all the way out of the temple. A mass of hunched figures in the temple are chanting a haunting tune. They don't seem interested in your presence. A low noise begins behind you, and you turn to see hundreds of hunched and hairy shapes. A guttural chant issues from their throats. Near you stands a figure draped in a robe of deepest black, brandishing a vicious dagger. The chant grows louder as the robed figure approaches the altar. As the shapes grab you, the figure in black speaks. "Take the victim to the tower. I shall prepare for the sacrifice." The figures, whose form you can barely guess, take you from here through the northern door and into a prison cell. They take your possessions from you and close the door with a crash. Everything you see is gray and lifeless, as though covered with a veil of ash. Sound is muted, and there is a small prison cell in the north tower of the temple. Hideous shapes can be seen through the iron-barred window in the prison door. From the temple, a blood-curdling chant can be heard. Your mouth is getting rather dry. Of course it is, because we have nothing. Well, seems like we're kind of screwed right now. We don't have our spell book either, so we can't... Oh, we just died. A host of hunched and hairy shapes appear through the window. A cell door opens, and you are marched solemnly to the temple, and from there up the steps of the altar. A large black figure approaches menacingly. He reaches into his cloak and pulls out a great glowing dagger. He pulls you onto the altar, and with a murmur of approval from the throng, he plunges the blade into your heart. You have died. You awaken among the members of the circle. Belboz, the necromancer, looks tired, and scattered about are the remains of the components of the spell of great healing power. The other members of the circle are pleased to see you revived, but worried by the setback. I think Krill is too powerful, says one. This inexperienced wizard will never defeat one. So Pusvent, as he, quiet discussion ensues and well-concealed acrimony beneath the surface. Acrimony. Debate ensues, with Belboz returning frequently to the contents of the ancient manuscript. His wishes prevail, and he agrees to send you back. And we come back to the Eastern Fork, where there is a jug with water in it, because we kind of need it. But all of our other stuff is gone. Whoops. I don't know where we get food from. We're hungry, but I don't know where to get food. My only thought is we have to get it from... Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know where to get food. Okay, this is where we find the box with the rope, and we don't want to go into the temple. Temple is bad. Maybe eventually we can make it good, but right now it's bad. Maybe if we can get a robe or something, we can get in there. So let's go south. And there's the dog again. Let's go down. We're in the dungeon. The dungeon. A dark and forgotten pit contains the dungeons. There's a cell to the north, and a partially blocked passage leads even deeper into the earth. So we can go down again. It looks as if there was a mortared stone wall blocking this passage, but it has crumbled and collapsed, reopening the tunnel. Okay, let's go into the cell and check it out. You are beginning to tire. Oh, the cell door is closed. Open door. The door is very rusty and reluctantly opens. You are very hungry now. You better have something to eat. Look. Oh, we want to go into the cell. You're in a damp and unhealthy dungeon cell with writing on the wall. Rusty. Read wall. The wall is covered with graffiti and scratchings marking time passages. You notice that the mortar holding a square block has been chipped away, and the block is loose. Okay. Remove block. You pull the block out of the crumbling wall, revealing a dark passage leading east. Oh, okay. Let's go east. Secret passage. This is a crudely carved secret passage. It appears to have been hollowed out by, perhaps, generations of prisoners. The passage leads west. A short, crudely hewn passage leads up. Lying near the door is a silver spoon, discarded by the prisoners as too soft to take with. It is only slightly worn. Lying on the ground and slightly damaged is a stained scroll. Let's see what the scroll says. Make things move with greater speed. Okay. This will be XX. EX. EX. Make things fast. Wait, is this speed up time? Or, I mean, it kind of sounds like speed up time, but maybe it's not. Okay, cast it on me. Would I just move very fast? Learn. Or, no, it's Dusto. XX. Your spellbook begins to glow. The words of the XX spell are inscribed, glowing even more brightly than the book itself. The book's brightness fades, but the spell remains. However, the scroll on which it was written vanishes. Okay, so now we know the XX spell. We need to find the kitchen so we can get some food. And we're also tired. Oh, we sleep. We sleep on the floor of the cell. You spread your cloak on the floor and drift off, renewing your powers and refreshing your mind. After a while, your sleep is disturbed by a strange dream. You are wandering in a darkened place where you have no light or other possessions. You feel that you are being watched. You are surrounded by faces, their eyes following you. They drift in and out, staring at you with proud indifference. One face, brightly lit, unlike the rest, draws you closer and closer. As you touch it, you wake. You're fairly starving. If you don't eat soon, you will pass out. I don't have any food, is the problem. Like I have no food. It says we can go down again. An exit to the south, and it is very strange indeed, perfectly round and black as pitch. Cream color wall. Well, we went south. Translucent room. Okay. Let's go west, northwest, southwest, northeast. We haven't passed out yet. Southwest, southeast. An exit to the northwest and very. You're beginning to feel faint from lack of sustenance. Okay. Okay. Don't see anything we can do in here. It's a room we haven't been to. Nope, we died. We died from lack of food. So we can go back to where we were and probably pick up all our stuff. Let's see if we can. We're going to call that a death, even though we are restored back to where we were. We are going to call that a death. It's kind of a tricky one. Because technically we didn't have to reload. Wait, what? Where am I? I'm in the eastern fork. Oh, I can just go east. 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 South. South. East. Isn't this where we died? Where's our stuff? Maybe we were one more. Where's our stuff? I don't know where our stuff is. Oh, we do have our spell book. What did we lose? We didn't pick up the jug because we're dumb. We didn't actually lose anything, did we? I just kind of assumed we would have lost our stuff, but I guess we didn't. Okay, I want to go back over here and look again. Walls are lined with portraits, some of apparently great value. All of the eyes seem to follow you as you pass, and the entire room is subtly disturbing. Okay, we're at the south gate. The interior courtyard stands at the southern entrance of the castle, where a small rusty gate is standing open and slowly swaying in a gentle sea breeze. Beyond the gate can be seen a small meadow, and beyond that, a white beach in a misty sea. Perhaps passages enter the castle proper to the north, east, and west. So we can go south, I take it. Southern entrance to the castle. Yes. A meadow. This is a meadow near the sea. There is a smell of salt in the air. Only heather and thistles grow here. To the north is a gate leading to the castle. A narrow passage to the southeast leads to the shore of the sea. Southeast. There's a rocky beach along a gray and lifeless sea. There's dead seaweed covering many rocks, and listless waves barely stir the flotsam and jetsam here. There are many shells, but all are broken. A narrow path to the northwest leads to a meadow. Crawling slowly along the beach is an enormous turtle. Its enameled shell shining with all the colors of the rainbow. Okay, maybe we can talk to the turtle. Cast or knitful turtle. Learn knitful. Knitful turtle. The rainbow turtle looks at you for a moment, and you look at it. Hello, it says. Turtle. Hello. Are you a magician? Magician? Are you going to do something about the annoying warlock then? Turtle. Yes. I guess maybe what? Yes. Turtle. It's nice to find a human who talks turtle. Not many do, you know. Most people think turtles are boring just because we walk slowly. Help. Follow. The turtle's gonna follow me. I got a turtle. I got a turtle that'll follow me. Oh, and I can cast the XX spell on him. Cast. Learn XX. XX turtle. The rainbow turtle shimmers, then vibrates in place for a few seconds, but doesn't take any notice of the change. The turtle, moving with terrific speed, follows you. And our stomach is starting to grumble, and we still have no food. This is the base of the southeast tower of the castle. From atop a winding staircase comes a loud crashing and screeching noise. Really? To the west is a corridor and the southern gate of the castle. A turtle moving the turtle with terrific speed follows you. Okay, let's go up the tower. Engine room. The room is filled with noise, crashing and smashing, gurgling of water, grinding of gears, and horrible screeching of metal. Huge devices of obscure purpose provide these effects. The most notable is a huge hammer that smashes continually against the stone floor. It makes any crossing of the room a dangerous enterprise. The whole construction begins to mind the words infernal machine. Far off to the southeast is another room. You can barely make out something on the floor of that room. It might be a scroll, but from here, you can't tell for sure. Pretty steep stairs for a turtle, friend, but if you say so. The sun starts to set behind the lonely mountain in the west. So I'm guessing if we go that way, we will probably get hit by the hammer and die. So we might need something to slow it down. Or maybe we could send the turtle in, since the turtle's moving fast. Maybe the turtle can just go. Turtle. What direction is it? Southeast. As the turtle starts across, he seems to have set off something, but the machinery speeds up and the noise level becomes almost unbearable. Luckily, he makes it to the other side safely. Crash! A huge hammer smashes against the stone floor. Turtle. Look. The turtle seems to bend his head as if to listen, but with all the noise, it's not very likely that he hears you. Aw, boo. Alright. So the turtle can't hear me. Well, that is unfortunate. Yeah, I'm playing a bunch of copyright-free music during this so that we don't have any issues. So the turtle can't hear me. So I either need to figure out a way to turn off the machine or a way to silence the machine. Let's look at the machine. The machine is extremely noisy and complicated. Other than that, you can't imagine of what use it is to anybody. So it's a noise machine. So we have a turtle that is in the other room that can't do anything right now because of this stupid machine. Let's push button on egg. Not on egg. Look at egg. Okay. Open egg. That seems to be the problem. Pull handle on egg. Okay, we can't do that. Well, maybe we can put egg under hammer. Well, let's save first. Again, hammer. Put egg under hammer. You can't put anything under that. Put egg on floor. There's no good surface on the floor. Drop egg. Dropped. Take egg. I guess that didn't work. Oops. Why can't I type egg correctly? Okay, so we need to figure out. We figured out what to do with the turtle, which I guess is to speed him up using our speed up spell, and then get him into this room. But what do we do with him in this room? I don't know. We're gonna have to like figure that out. So we're gonna go. Let's go down the tower. And let's see if we can find anything else. Maybe there's a book or something, because we haven't gone everywhere. So let's go north. Short piece of corridor continues to the north and south. Okay. A banquet hall. Okay, there might be food here. A banquet has been set here for hundreds. Long benches fill the room, each covered with finest linen and set with golden cutlery and glittering crystal. Luscious food weighs down each table, and candles light the room with a festive glow. The room can be entered by north and south, and a small opening to the east. To the north, you can hear a sound of a group of low, guttural voices. Well, that would be the ones at the temple, right? I don't know if we want to go north. Let's eat food. The food is quite delicious, but somehow unsatisfying. So does that mean we're still hungry? Take food. The food is quite delicious. Oh, oh no, this food doesn't. Let's go this way. The kitchen is dusty and disused. Old bones litter the floor, and the carving knives are rusty. A rat nest fills one of the ovens, ew, and cobwebs are everywhere. There's some rotting food in the garbage heap in one corner. Heap of garbage. That would be rather undignified. Oven, no spell would help with that. Various and sundry items, you have no use for those things. Still no food. No food. Bad stuff. Save. Kitchen.
Hello.
So if we eat the food, nothing happens. The corridor widens here.
Getting rather dry. I'm so tired.
The corridor widens here to form a large hall. To the north and south are small passages, and to the east is what appears to be an enormous spiral staircase. A passage to the west leads into a courtyard. The walls here are scarred and black, and a strange heaviness hangs in the air. Your mouth is getting rather dry.
Drink some water. Why so sleepy, Gregory? Because I did a lot of manual labor today.
Let's go north.
Don't you want to do something about...
Oh, we just got captured.
Your dry mouth? Now you're captured and parched.
Okay, we're gonna restore.
Good night. Who is whining manual labor? I'm not whining. Whatever. Good night.
All right. Are they this way? Listen, can I do that? Listen north. Okay, if we go into the library, bad stuff happens. We get caught. I don't think there's any way out of here, so I think we just die. So we're gonna add that to a death, because I think there's no way out of here. Okay, so if we go into the library, apparently we die. So the library is another death area. I actually didn't read it, so I think we should read it before we do that again. We should definitely read it. A host of hunched and hairy shapes walk into the hall before you can do anything, and seeing you, take you in their arms and escort you to the temple. Okay, so they escort us to the temple. So I don't know if they're roaming around the hallways or what, but we ran into them. So I don't know what's happening. Drink water. Oh no, the jug's empty. And we're beginning to feel tired. To the north you can hear, so it's no matter what we do, we end up, where are we supposed to get food? Okay, we died again. We're just gonna add that as a death. So the library, no matter what, is unavailable to us. Okay, so let's go around, I guess. Okay, we're in a Hall of Mirrors 1. We've never been here before. This is the western end of the Hall of Mirrors. The hall itself is astounding and not a little bit confusing. To be sure, its north wall is glass, but it does not seem to reflect anything within the hall. Rather, it seems to be a window to another world. The other world appears to be a large underground labyrinth filled with tunnels, caves, and peculiar rock formations. Okay. Hall of Mirrors 2. This is a spot within the long Hall of Mirrors. The hall itself is astounding, and not a little bit confusing. So the northern wall is glass. It's basically the same exact description. Let's drink some water. Okay. Look. Oh no, we don't. Well, let's go this way. We're at the north gate. This small open area stands at the old north gate of the castle, now badly rusted. Through the gate, a forest can be seen. To the west, a hall glows with light. And to the south, a dark castle can be re-entered. A narrow passageway to the east leads to the base of the northeast tower. So, can we go north? It says to the west, to the old north gate of the castle, now badly rusted. Open gate. So we can't open it. Okay. Can we res roll it? Rob it. Okay, we're going to rob gate. Cool. It worked. Okay. We have a scroll. Let's take the scroll. And let's read it. Maybe this will be the one that gives us food. Repair willful damage. What the heck does that mean? Learn or G in Nusto. KREBF. Okay, we learned another spell. KREBF, which is repair willful damage. I don't know what that means. I guess if somebody intentionally hurt something, we can fix it. You're in the thick black shading in a deep Mazemic swamp. The ground is very wet and boggy here, and footing is treacherous. Lily pads cover the surface of the water, and frogs abound. Things look drier to the west. The stars shine down on you in the clear, dark day. The sounds of frogs and other swamp dwellers fill the air. Take frog. No. I was like, maybe we can eat a frog, but no. Yeah, that's my thought, as opposed to accidental damage. We're gonna die. I mean... You dream of a nondescript room in which a cartoonish figure casually opens a simple wood door and ascends the flight of stairs which lies behind. The scene fades to black as you awaken in a cold sweat. And we're gonna be really hungry. Oh, we just died. But we have all of our stuff still, so... We're going to call that a death. Even though we don't have to reload, we're going to call it a death. I don't know if this is intentional or what. But I have no idea how we're supposed to get any food. Like, I just don't know. Where are we at? We're at the Eastern Fork again. So we need to go northwest, and then we need to go northeast. And we need to fill jug with water, drink water, fill jug with water, and we need to go... Oh, we didn't drink from the jug. Okay. We go south, west, southeast. Alright, we're back. I don't think we lost anything. Oh, we didn't... We don't have the spoon anymore. There's one place we haven't gone yet. Wait. Something happens. From the other side of the mirror, a bedraggled adventurer comes into view, carrying a brass lantern and an elvish sword, which is glowing dimly. He stops and stares in your direction. Look. Talk to... or adventurer. Hello. You can't talk to the adventurer. Okay. Weird. Oh, here we go. Guarded door. A more incongruous place than this would be difficult to believe. The room itself is nothing more than a small room at the base of the northeast tower with a narrow passageway. Is it? Okay, I'll turn it down. There we go. Thanks, Gregory, for letting me know. A more incongruous place than this would be difficult to believe. The room itself is nothing more than a small room at the base of the northeast tower with a narrow passageway entering from the west. Standing in front of you to the north, however, is a door surpassing anything you could have imagined. To the north? For starters, its massive lock is wrapped in a dozen 6-inch thick iron chains. In addition, a certain 5-headed monster, sporting razor-sharp spears for tongues, seems to be embedded within its heavy oak frame. One is almost embarrassed to mention the gargoyles spewing flame and sulfurous ash which ornament either side of the door, or the 97 slimy, groping tentacles which taunt you ever closer to certain death. A sign floating serenely above the door and glowing hideously in purple letters offers the following rude understatement: don't bother. We want to bother, though. We're going to bother. Whoops. Save. Guard. Okay, we're gonna cast Resrov. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cast Resrov. Learn Resrov. Resrov door. You cast a Resrov spell. The door shudders briefly, and a few tentacles pause in their unending motion. The two gargoyles look at each other, perplexed. After a tense moment, the sign above the door flashes briefly. Fat chance. Okay. So that didn't work. Well, let's learn Kreb. Or Creep. K-R-E-B-F. Cast. Or Creep. Door. Nothing happens. What else do we see? Take sign. Take all. Spear. No spell would help with that. Iron chain. You can't be serious. Monster. You must have had a silliness spell cast on you. Sign. It would take more magic than you've got. Monster. Hello. You can't talk to the monster. Okay. What if we learn the Knitful spell? And we Knitful the monster. No. Okay, we can't talk to monsters. They're not considered animals, I guess. Spear. What are you talking about, spear? Where's the spear? Oh. You can't be serious. Okay. Light, speak to animals, write spells, guard possessions. I don't know what that means. I don't know what blorb does. I spelled that wrong. Can't creep the sign either. Okay. Although you complete the spell, nothing appears to happen when we make the sign faster. Okay, well, we may not have what we need for this. What if we cast the unlock spell on the egg? I hadn't thought about that. Learn. Or have we tried that? There we go. The egg seems to come to life, and each piece slides effortlessly in the correct pattern. The egg opens, revealing a shredded scroll inside. Nestled among a profusion of shredders, knives, and other sharp instruments, cunningly connected to the knobs, buttons, etc. on the other side. The scroll is damaged beyond readability. You can make out the word summon in the title. Oh, that's when we use our repair willfully damaged items. Learn. The scroll reforms. It slices and cuts, rejoining until there is a whole scroll, somewhat faded in its place. Nice. So now we have a faded scroll. Read scroll. The scroll reads, magically summon a being. A being? What kind of being? Zifma. Z-I-F. Z-I-F-M-I-A. Summon being. What kind of being? Like a demon? Or not a demon? All right. Sweet. I think we want to copy that to our spell book. So we want to type Nusto, Ziff. We might not. This one we might not be able to learn. I don't know. Nope, we can. I kind of want to cast it. Let's see what happens. If somebody's a random being, save, summon. We're gonna learn it. Ziffma. Ziffma. What do you want to Ziffma? Ziffma turtle. Oh, that's how we get the turtle back. Oh, we can summon a being that we can see. Okay, that makes sense. It doesn't summon like it doesn't just like, boom, there's a being in front of us. If we see, so we can get the turtle back from where the hammer was. But we still have to tell the turtle to get the scroll. Can we give the turtle the order to get the scroll? I don't know. Let's try it. Let's go back. This is we can't summon the turtle from here, but no, we can't go that way. Where are we? We're in the guarded door, so let's go. Oh, if we go south, I think we're gonna get captured. So we have to go around. Get turt. I think if we go south, we're gonna get captured. Oh no, we didn't. We didn't get captured. I thought this room was off limits to us. This is a library, or rather it was until it was ransacked and despoiled. Most of the contents of the room have been burned in a huge bonfire in the center of the room. Hundreds of charred and empty tubes are scattered about, as if someone's searching, so ashes are strewn about. There are rat tracks in the ashes. To the south, you can hear the sound of a group of low voices. Amid the tubes is an old and dusty book. So yeah, we can't go south, it looks like. So let's see, let's take the book. Let's see what the book says. Uh-oh, they're coming in our direction. Let's go north. Read book. Which book? The dusty book or the spell book? Dusty book. The first page of the book has a table of contents. Only 2 chapter names can be read. The Legend of the Unseen Terror and The Legend of the Great Implementers. Okay, well that's interesting. Do we want to read those? Read. Okay, read the Legend of the Unseen Terror. Okay. Nope. You're getting quite hungry. Okay. Well, we can't really read the book. What's the point of the book? We have a battered lantern. We have an egg. which had a scroll in it, and now doesn't have a scroll in it. We have a spell book, which is still providing light. We have a jug, which contains water. And we have a dusty book, which seems to do nothing right now. Maybe we could make it an undusty book. Well, let's see if we can go back to the turtle. I think if we go south, we're going to die. I just have the feeling that if we go south, we're going to die. We're going to go south anyway. We died. Well, we didn't technically die, but we lost our inventory, so we're effectively dead. So we're going to restore. That's what I thought was going to happen. So we have to go all the way around in order to get back. Oh, that's annoying. So somehow there must be a way to get past these guys without dying. There has to be. There has to be a way to do it. There has to be a way to do it. Read spellbook. So we got a spell to magically summon a being, so we can get our turtle back. The willful damage was to repair the spell, make things move at greater speed. Helped us with the turtle. Open even locked doors or enchanted objects. That has been a helpful spell. We've used that at least twice. Safely protect a small object as though in a strong box. Oh, that is way more useful than protect items. So we can protect a small object as though in a strong box. I wonder what that would do. Converse with beasts in their own tongue. Cause something to give off light. And write a spell in a book. Okay, so we're going to go around, I guess. Go back to the turtle. If we can get there. I'm not convinced that we can actually get there in time. Before we, like, die. Oh, I think we can get there. Okay, tower. We want to go up. And look at turtle. He is standing on the other side of the machinery. Cast, or no, learn. It's, what is it? Zaphma? Ziff. Well, let's click. Did we already learn it? Oh, we have the Ziphma smell. Okay. Ziphma. Turtle. I can't. It says it's. I guess I can. He's standing on the other side of the machinery. Okay. All right. I disagree with you. Maybe I can go that way. South, east. Nope, we died. Can we cast that spell on ourselves? I doubt we can cast it on ourselves, but we can always try. Why is it giving us descriptions of this? It's like we've never been here before, but we have. Cast, learn, XX. XX self. I feel energetic and zippy. Apparently, we can cast it on ourselves. You zip across the room easily, but you must have touched something dangerous along the way because the machinery speeds up, going faster and faster. Everything you see is gray and lifeless, as though covered in veil and ash. Sound is muted, and there is a faint acrid odor. This is the control room for all the machinery nearby. The controls are all magical, of course. The walls are covered by blinking lights and shifting displays, interspersed with arcane dials and glowing buttons. It's all very mysterious looking. The exit to the northwest leads into a room with machinery which would surely crush you if you were to attempt to enter it. An enormous turtle is here. Its shell shining with all colors of the rainbow. A scroll of old Brill parchment is here. Read scroll. The spell reads, Colcad. Dispel a magic spell. Ooh, that might work on the door. It also might work on this machine. Dispel magic. All right. So we're gonna learn. We're gonna GNUSTO. Colcad. Oh, take scroll. Wait, what? Your spell begins to grow softly. In a spectacular sort of effort of magic, the powers of this spell attempt to copy the spell into your book, but the spell is too long, too complicated, and too powerful. The glow fades, but fortunately the Brill skull remains intact. So this scroll is a one-use scroll. We can only use it one time. And a dull aching fills your head, and your mind is again probed more deeply than when you entered the castle. All right. I assume if we go to the northwest, we are going to die. I mean, it seems fairly... What if we cast Zathma on the turtle? Maybe dying is our best bet. I mean, dying isn't the end of the world, right? Boom, we died. Alright, so we died again. But we have all of our stuff, so it's not like it hurt us. We have all of our stuff. Except the scroll. We don't have the scroll. We don't actually have the scroll. I do have an idea, though. Put scroll on turtle. There's no good surface on there. Give scroll to turtle. The turtle extends his head towards the brittle scroll, but decides it's not very interesting and withdraws. I was gonna give it to this turtle. The turtle would have it, and then we could somehow figure out how to get the turtle out, and that I figured that might actually work. But he doesn't want it. Oh, maybe we can say, turtle, take scroll. Oh, we have to cast the spell again. Learn. Let's see. What's the spell? It's knitful. Learn. Knitful. Using the, yep, okay, cast knitful on turtle. Okay, turtle, take scroll. Taken. So now the turtle has the scroll. So if we can leave the room, and if we die, we come back, and we can get the turtle out, then we have the scroll. I don't like the idea of killing this turtle, though. Like, I really don't. I don't like the idea of killing this turtle. Like, that idea does not appeal to me at all. This turtle did nothing to us. Like, and killing it seems mean, if that's what we ultimately have to do. But now the turtle has it, so if the turtle... I'm going to save it as turtle 2. And we're going to learn the speed up spell and use it on the turtle again, which is called XX. XX turtle. Okay. Turtle. Northwest. Oh, we killed the turtle. The turtle starts across the room as hammers and gears slowly turn and crash. Pathway across the room, he sets off a trap. Spears fly at him in all directions. They just bounce off his shell, and he is unhurt. Unfortunately, it is about this time an enormous hammer smashes down. This does not bounce off his shell, and the poor creature expires. Alright, we're going to restore as turtle 2. Yeah, I don't want to kill the turtle. Let's wait. Let's wait again. Okay, we're going to learn XX. XX turtle. It says, perhaps the spell needs time before it can be cast again. Okay, well, let's sleep. It's too noisy. Okay. How much time does it need? Ugh. If we send the turtle out, it'll die. I don't want to kill the turtle, but maybe we have to. Me trying to figure out how not to kill a turtle. What other spells do we have? I don't think we can repair willful damage to the turtle. I don't think that would work. Summon being. Probably not. Guard. We could we guard the turtle? Could we like protect the turtle? Maybe we could blorb the turtle. Blorb turtle. Well, we cast it and then we died. We died from sleep deprivation, apparently. Whoa, we lost all of our stuff. Where did our stuff go? Usually we have stuff. Oh, crap. This is bad. We're kind of stuck here. We have our stuff now. Oh. Convince the dream told a message to you. Well, that's really weird. I don't quite understand why we died and didn't have our stuff. Did we move on it? Did I move? I don't know. I don't know what happened. But now we have our stuff again. And unfortunately, we're hungry. I don't know how to get food in this game. Like, maybe I haven't figured something out, but I feel like there is a complete lack of food here. Maybe we're supposed to hunt for food or something? I really don't know. I think that might be a puzzle that we're just not, that we're not doing a very good job of solving. I don't know. I definitely feel like I'm missing something. I feel like we shouldn't be dying from starvation, but we haven't found a single bit of food anywhere. So... Well, that's what I actually kind of thought of that when we first found the turtle. I was like, well, that's one thing we can actually eat. But... like right here, we saw a creature come out of the thing. Let's see if we can find anything in the manual about food. I don't see anything in here about food. Well, it's not like it's much of a... It's not like it hurts us. Like, for the most part, we have everything that we had. When we die, we just end up with what we had. It's like not too bad of an issue, but I don't feel like we're supposed to be doing things this way. I feel like we're not doing something right. So we're going to look at... We might end up getting a hint here. Because I don't like the way this is going. Eat the bread? Where's bread? Apparently there's bread in the game. Really? Okay. I see. We just missed something. Whoops. I am in the wrong window. We just missed something. That's all. Super duper simple. Although I could have swore that we were not given the chance to do what they say we should have done, so... Haha, that's funny. Okay, all right. So yeah, we just missed this. Trying to figure out what we're supposed to do. So the place where we got the jug is where the bread is. Whoops. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that, game. Stop it. Stop it. I don't know what happened there, but stuff happened. Okay, we're in a loop. Okay, so we're gonna go northwest, northwest, northeast. We're gonna go north. Let's look. Opening the oven reveals a loaf of bread. Take bread. Eat bread. That tasted great. There's a whole lot left too. So apparently, when we played Zork, we had a limited lantern. I think in this game we have limited bread, so it kind of limits our moves in a way. But it should last the entire game according to the walkthrough here. Although I'm not going to get hints from the walkthrough, so my plan is to try and beat this game with no drink water. Fill jug with water. Knowing where getting bread is nice though, because it prevents us from doing some dumb stuff that we could potentially do. Like dying intentionally dying. As much fun as that is, it's clearly not the right way to do this game. Okay, we're over here now. Okay, we're inside the gate. So we can go back to the turtle. I do find it odd that some of these things are... Maybe we never went this way. I want to get this scroll. I think this scroll is important to get past the guarded door. Across the room, you see the rainbow turtle who frequently looks your way. Well, that's nice. We can actually see him now. Maybe we can summon him. So let's see if we can summon the turtle. So we want to learn the right spells of book. Summon Zifma. Zifma. Okay, so we want a Zifma turtle. What do you mean we can't see a turtle here? It says across the room we see a turtle. Maybe I just don't know how this spell's supposed to work. Arg. I feel like this is exactly... Maybe I don't understand what this spell does. Oh, we can't. Oh, he can't. I think we've messed up on the turtle. I think we've kind of messed this up. I'm not sure if we're dead-ended or not, but we might be. We might have hit a dead end here. Which is okay. I think we have a save game at the turtle, so we can go back to the turtle and we'll just have to repeat some things, which is fine. I don't mind doing that. He can't understand us anymore. Maybe we can cast or learn Knitful turtle. We can't see a turtle, even though it says we see a turtle. Boo. Boo game. I'm really disappointed the summon spell does not work. I really am. I feel like the summon spell should work, but it doesn't. Which is very, very disappointing to me. And we can get in there, but if we take the scroll and we die, the scroll stays in there, which means that's not the correct solution to the puzzle. I'm trying to think of another way to get the turtle out, and I can't think of one. We can't, the turtle can't understand us anymore. And we don't seem to be able to do anything with the turtle, so I think we're going to have to restore back to where we first found the turtle. Because we need to get this turtle out of here, because this apparently is the correct way to do this, but the game set, according to what I've read, we need to give the turtle one giant command. Failed? Did we not save one called turtle? I thought we had one called turtle. Maybe we didn't. Is there any way for me to see what games I saved? I mean, it's not like we're that far into it's not like we were that far into the game when we found the turtle, but I'd rather not have to start all over again. You know? Let's see. See if I can find let's see if I can find the saved games and figure out what we have. Okay, we got Get Turt. Oh, it's called Get Turt. Get Turt. Okay, where are we at? We're at the North Gate. Okay. So we're at the North Gate, which is here. Wait, why are we at the North Gate? Okay, I don't know why I'm here. Oh, this isn't the game we want to restore. This is where I thought we could get the turtle using our summoning spell. But no, this isn't what we want to do. I thought we saved one before we got the turtle, but maybe I was wrong. Maybe it was a hammer. We had one called low restore hammer. We have to restore and then hammer. Okay, so we are basically screwed right now, I think. So we're gonna have to. I think our best bet is just to start over, because we. I think we have dead-ended ourselves. Like this is like the first thing we did in the game. The first thing we did was we found the turtle. That's like the first thing we did. So we can restore, we can go efficiently grab everything that we need to grab and be okay. Shouldn't be a problem. So we're gonna restart. And I also thought we had 70 points, but I think that was before we did this. Okay. So we're gonna go east. No, we're not. We're gonna go north. East, and we're gonna go north. We're gonna take all, and we're gonna open the oven. Open the oven. Then we're gonna take the bread, and then we're going to learn fraught. And we're going to fraught the lantern. And we're going to go south. And we're going to go northeast. And then we're going to go southwest. And then we're going to go northeast. And then we're going to... Wait. No, we're not. We're going to go southeast. And then we're going to go... north, east. Yeah, then we're gonna fill jug with water. Not full jug with water, fill jug with water. All right, good. We're gonna go south, west. Then we're gonna go southeast. We're gonna go southwest, southwest. Southwest, south. Wait. Oh. Wait. Oh. Northeast. South. Okay. Take this and be gone. Okay, read, scroll. Rezarob. Okay. Then we need to Newstow. Resrob. There, we did it. All right, let's check that one off. That's unlock stuff. That's a very important one. I don't think we need to go up to the mountain, do we? I mean, we will. Just look. I don't think there's anything up here. Northeast. Northeast. East. 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 Oh, the gate's locked. Then we need to cast Learn. Rezrov. We need to Rezrov Gate. There we go. And now we're good. Save as Gate. Yes, we're overwrite that. Okay, we did that. Now we're gonna go south. No, we're not. We're gonna go east. Now we're gonna go south. I hear noise. There's a dog. Oh yeah, we needed to go into the into this dungeon here, or into the dungeon, and then into the cell. Open door. Then we need to look at wall, or look at writing. Then we need to take block. You pull the block off and we get a secret passage. So we're gonna go east. We take the scroll. And we take the spoon. And then we drink water. Okay, and then we're going to read scroll. This I think is XX, yep. We're going to Nusto XX, putting it in our spell book, and we'll mark that one as learned. And we're gonna leave this area. There's also this weird area down here, which we don't seem to be able to go into. So we are not going to bother right now. There might be some sort of spell that helps us with it, but right now we can't do anything about it. All right, now we're going to go over to the turtle. We're going to cast, we're going to learn. We might as well learn these two. Learn Knitful. And we're going to learn XX too. Okay. Knitful turtle. Turtle. Hello. How do you like my shell? A wizard did that to me about 75 years ago. It's nice to find a human who talks turtle. Not many do, you know. Most people think turtles are boring just because we walk slow, we talk slowly. And with that hint, it was like, oh, we need to use the XX spell on him. XX turtle. Okay. So we want to go northwest. Oh, we forgot to tell the turtle to follow. Turtle. Follow. The turtle hisses, I will follow you. The turtle, moving with terrific speed, follows you. I'm becoming quite hungry. Pretty steep stairs for a turtle, but if you say so. Okay, now we're gonna save his hammer. We're going to override it. And now, here's where we dead-ended ourselves. We need to... So, I feel like the description of this room messed me up more than anything. I feel like this was a poorly done hint. They told me it might be a scroll, but from here you can't tell for sure. So I felt like I had to get the turtle there to tell me there was a scroll in order for me to actually get the scroll. But that's not what apparently we're supposed to do. We're supposed to tell the turtle to turtle south, east, get scroll northwest. That's apparently what we're supposed to do. So we're supposed to give him like 3 commands at the same time and have him do the same. So as the turtle starts across, he seems to set off something, for the machinery speeds up and noise levels become almost unbearable. Luckily, he makes it to the other side safely. Crash! A huge hammer slams against the stone floor. The turtle sticks his head through the door across the mechanical wasteland. In his mouth is a scroll of some sort. The turtle fairly zips across the engine room, dodging the giant hammer and gears. Suddenly, he sets off a trap, and sharp spears fly at him from all directions, but they bounce harmlessly off his shell. He avoids the last crash of a huge hammer, but even at his speed, it's a near thing. With one more burst of speed, he reaches to safety. Crash! A huge hammer smashes against the stone floor. The turtle drops a brittle scroll at your feet. Not bad, huh? The sun starts to set behind the lonely mountain in the west. We did it! We did it! Glad to be of help. I think I'll get back to the beach now. The turtle departs. Take scroll. Read scroll. So the turtle does live, yeah. I don't know if we can actually do it by killing the squirrel. Or the squirrel. Did I say squirrel? Turtle. I meant turtle. It's a... Oh, yeah, it's the spell magic scroll. So we got that. I think we might use it on the door. I'm thinking the door is where we might want to use it. But I don't know. Only one way to tell, I guess. Alright, so we're going to go down the tower. We're going to go west. We're beginning to get tired. Maybe we can go into the bedroom and sleep. Let's do that. Eat bread. Sleep on bed. Lying on the soft bed puts you to sleep. You fall asleep quickly, the bed being so comfortable. You dream as well of this very room. A beautiful damsel, obviously noble, is standing by the bed, holding a scroll in one hand and resting the other on the bedpost. Turning to block your view, she does something you can't see. Then she gets in bed and turns out the light. But before she does, you see she is no longer carrying the scroll. You wake. Interesting. Bed sleep. Okay, look under bed. Search bed. Look at bedpost. A careful examination reveals the outline of a small compartment, and near it, an ornate carving which looks like a button. You could have never found it on your own. Push button. You can't do that from your resting position. Oh, stand. Okay, push button. The bedpost props open, revealing a small compartment, and nestles inside a gold leaf scroll. Take scroll. Wait, what are you talking about? Oh. Read gold scroll. Make a hostile creature your friend. Ooh. Ooh. Nusto Vaxum. Nice. Let's write that one down. Make a hostile creature your friend. That's a good spell. Make creature friend. Well, that's another one that could be used, potentially used on the door. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to get the egg. We don't have the egg yet. Let's go get the egg. Take egg. Let's cast, learn the, no, do we need to learn it? I think we do. Learn, res rob. We want to res rob egg. Oh, that's right. We have now a shredded, scroll because we need the crebit spell. Where do we get the crebit spell? I actually don't remember. We're missing the crebit spell, or Krebeth spell, and the Kithmia spell, which is summon being. We're missing 2 spells. I don't remember where they are. Whoops. I mean, we can probably just roam around and find them, but save egg. Okay, we're going to learn the res roll spell, res rob spell, and we're going to cast it on the gate. Res rob gate, and then we're going to go north. There's a scroll here. We're going to read the crumpled scroll. Yeah, there is that one. We're going to Nusto Creep. There we go. Then we're going to learn Creep And we're gonna creep the shredded scroll. And we're gonna read the scroll. The faded scroll. Oh, then that's the other one that we were talking about. The one where I didn't know what it was. And then we're gonna Nusto Zifma Zifmia. There we go. We've got everything now. We've got all the spells that we had before. We're good. Okay, we are good. Okay. Now, we also have the Dispel Magic, and we have another spell that we didn't have before, which is make a hostile creature friendly. So we're gonna try the Guarded Door now. Where are we at? Okay. This is the Guarded Door. So I think we want to learn Vaxum. Okay, let's see if we can learn another one. Let's see if we can learn Resrov too. Yes, we can. We can learn 2 spells at the same time. I wasn't sure if we were able to do that. And then we want to cast Vaxum on monster. Nothing seems to have happened. No, we can't do that. That did not work. Let's look again. Massive lock is wrapped around a dozen 6-inch iron chains. In addition, a certain 5-headed monster sporting razor-sharp spears for tongues seems to be embedded within its heavy oak frame. One is almost embarrassed to mention the gargoyles, spewing flame and sulfurous ash with which ornament each side of the door, or the 97 slimy, groping testicles which taunt you. Okay, this is very that's a lot of things. I'm wondering if this is like the ultimate door that gets us like everything. Like this is the door where we're like that is that gets us all our heart desires. From the other side of the mirror, a bedraggled adventurer comes within view, carrying a brass lantern in an ale. What is it with this adventurer? Maybe we want to summon them. Is this like supposed to be us from Zork? Let's learn that spell. Let's learn, learn Zifmia. Yeah, we learned it. He stops and stares in your direction. Okay, let's try it. Here we go. This is Zifmia. Summon Zifmia Adventurer. Wait, something happened. All at once, the bedraggled adventurer appears before you, brightly glowing, sword in hand. His jaw has dropped and his eyes are bulging. His eyes dart this way and that, as if looking for a way to escape. Really? Do we need to cast a spell on him? Do we need to cast a spell on him? Adventure, comma, hello. No. Okay, restore. Let's see if we can cast Vaxum on him. It worked, I think. The adventurer smiles at you with an air of goodwill. The adventurer eyes your possessions intently. Okay. So now we have an adventurer. Are we gonna send this adventurer to his death? I don't know. I kind of feel like we might. Hello, nice to meet you. The adventurer leaves the room, heading to the west. Where's he going? The adventurer asked for directions to Flood Control Dam 3. Adventure, follow. Sorry, but I've got better things to do than follow you. The adventurer leaves the room, heading to the south. Okay, eat bread. Alright. Well, I've got a save game called Summon if I need to deal with that situation. I don't know. I don't know what to do about that guy. I mean, I could get him sacrificed on the altar. I really don't know. Okay, I guess we're fine. I guess we're fine. Oh, he's carrying a dusty book. He found the book, apparently. A sword and a brass lantern. Okay. And he heads west. Well, that's where... Wait. That's not where we wanted to go. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's what he is. Maybe we throw him at the door. Feeling tired. I don't like that we're feeling tired. Where is this guy? Where is he going? Worn out. Rest. Okay, we rested. Oh, where is this stupid adventure? I need to find him. Let's just restore. Let's summon. Did we vaxum him? Dang it. Hmm. Eat bread. What if the gargoyle spits in your direction, burning your arm with incendiary byproducts? Maybe we can just... Can we vaxum the gargoyle? Let's try that. Learn vaxum. Vaxum. Gargoyles. Didn't we just drink water? Oh, maybe we didn't. So the vaxum didn't work on the gargoyles. I feel like it should have worked, but maybe it's more of a trap than an actual creature. I really don't know. Maybe since they're magical, like animated beings, they don't count as a creature. Could be. I don't know how this game works. Whoops. Let's go find the box. Maybe the adventure is gonna mess with that box that we found and we couldn't open. Maybe that's what they're here for. West, 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 south, 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 east, north. Nope. That is not. It's the jewel take box. I don't think we can. It's too heavy. Especially in light. I'm exhausted? Really? Oh, it's midnight. It's still too heavy. Okay. We could just try and dispel the magic on the box. That's an option. I don't know. I hope the adventurer is still roaming around. Blue bottles buzz up to you and then away. The adventurer leaves. Oh, there he is. There he is. He got the book. We just... What? What? We were in the same room as the adventurer and they didn't take him. Boo. The adventurer smiles at you with an air of goodwill. The adventurer eyes your possessions intently. Oh, look at this. He's following me. He is carrying a sword. He offers to relieve you of some of your possessions. Okay. He wants something that I have. All right. The adventurer glances around the room in a businesslike way and takes a few notes on his map. The adventurer, not overly tactful, asks to see what you're holding. Wow, he's just like, hey, I want your stuff. Can I have your stuff? Let's see if we can, like, say, hey, adventurer. Let's save as summon to. Let's see if we can say, hey, adventurer, open that door. Adventurer, open that door. Open the door. Whoa. As you motion toward the monster's door, the adventurer follows the imaginary line which proceeds thence from outstretched arms. The seemingly fearless adventurer shrugs and walks purposely toward the door, ignoring all harm to his person in the form of knives, tentacles, and molten lead. As 3 buckets of lauder pour over his head, he casts you a perplexed look. Did you try the doorknob? He asks, as 27 knives delicately skewer him. Before you can answer, he reaches for one of the gargoyle's heads, which, by sheerest coincidence, has just flooded him in red-orange flame, and turns gently. I think it's unlocked, he says, stoically, ignoring the host of human-sized rats which feed on his incinerated torso. His left hand, broken and bloodied, pulls at the gargoyle's head. I'm going on ahead, he cries, opening a simple wooden door. Wooden door? You rub your eyes for a moment and look again as he goes through. Yes, just a plain wooden door. Wait. I'm confused. Was that an illusionary? Was that all illusionary or something? Is that kind of the idea? I don't quite understand what just happened. So I doubt that I could have done that. Weird. Okay. I was prepared to send him to his death. But apparently that didn't happen. Okay. So now we're in a map room. This room in the high tower appears to be a map room with hundreds of ancient maps covering the walls. A huge globe made of gold sits on a pedestal in the center of the room. Through the tower windows can be seen a vast forest stretching out to the northeast and the sea, covered in fog to the east and south. Stairs to the south lead to the bottom of the tower, which is down, not south. Lying on the floor is a purple scroll. Oh, let's take that. Take scroll. The adventurer stoops over and picks up the badly worn pencil. Take map. The adventurer leaves through the simple wooden door, heading south. Do we need the pencil? I don't know if we need the pencil or not. Read scroll. Read purple scroll. The scroll reads, Filfer, create gratuitous fireworks. Okay. Hey. What? What? I picked the... Oh, I couldn't take the map. Okay, well. I don't know if we need the map, but if we do, we'll have to go get it. I think this is supposed to be like the thief or something from that one. I don't remember which one it was, but he just kind of goes around and grabs stuff. There we go. So this one is gratuitous fireworks. So we messed up. Maybe he was following us because we had the jeweled egg or something. The silver spoon. Wait. Oh, never mind. This one doesn't get it. Gratuitous fireworks is apparently too complicated to put in our spellbook. Okay, so we can only cast gratuitous fireworks once. Okay, that's kind of funny. So that means we only need it once. I mean, it's kind of a hint that we only need this scroll one time. I don't know if we need the pencil or the map. I think the map's probably important. What don't we need? Do we need the egg anymore? Probably not. Let's drop the egg. Oh, let's learn the Vax. Let's see if maybe we can lure the adventurer back by. Oh, eat bread. Okay. It's late evening. Okay, drop egg. Well, let's save as need map. I don't know if we need the map. I'm guessing we need the map. I don't know about the pencil. The pencil doesn't seem very important, but it could be. Could be important. Just like the book could be important. We're also almost out of water, so drop egg. Okay, that did not work. I thought it might lure him over, but it didn't. He's pleased to see me and frequently smiles in my direction. Well, he heads to the south. I kind of wanted to. Quite thirsty. Okay, drink water. We gotta go get some more water. Oh, there's still some left. Oh, I thought we were gonna be out of it. I think we want to go sleep again. Okay, there we go. Okay. I think the map may somehow deal with that one area in the bottom that didn't seem to make any sense. Because as far as stuff left in here, there's the stuff in the temple. Of people that seem to kill us. And that's literally about it. I don't know. This game feels like we're getting close to being done with it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I want to know what that map is, though. We need to find this adventurer. He seems to just be wandering in around, so maybe we can find him. To the south, you hear the sound of voices. Okay. Well, is he gone? I doubt he's gone. I'm just missing him. Like, I slept before and he wasn't gone, so... I need to get some new water, don't I? I'm wasting a lot of time here. Okay. All right, let's see. Where is this adventure, dude? Alright, so this lets us go into this these translucent rooms. I don't know what those are about. I just don't know what they're about. Like, they exist, but I don't know what they are. Okay. Not quite sure what to do now. Trying to think. So, I feel like there's the temple, and then there's the translucent room area. Are the two areas we haven't done anything with yet. I don't know if we need the map or not, or the pencil. I think the important part was the scroll, but I'm not sure, and I would like to know the answer to that. Apparently the map and the pencil are both required items. Well, in that case, I think we're going to restore again. That way we don't have to bother chasing around this stupid adventure. We're just going to restore as summon 2. Go back to there, because we haven't really done anything since that, so we're gonna do that, and we are going to over here. This adventure smiles at you like an idiot. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna save again as summon 3. I'm gonna learn Vaxum again. Okay, take map. Wait, did he take anything? Oh, he took the pencil. Okay. Vaxum Adventure. Drop spoon. Take map. Drop egg. Take map. Adventure. Give pencil to me. Dang it! What? Urgh. I'm getting annoyed by this adventure. He's starting to upset me. He's taking my items and I don't know how to get them back. Maybe we can just take it. Maybe we don't have to ask him. Maybe we just take it. Like, since he's friendly, he'll just, like, be meh. Okay, we're gonna restore. Summon 3. Take pencil. Oh, north. Take pencil. Drop spoon. Take map. Drop egg. Take map. The adventurer, not seeing any use in keeping the map anyway, hands it to you gladly. Take scroll. You already have it. Do I? He took the damn scroll. Ah, gah. Take scroll. No, 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 no. Oh my god, this is getting frustrating. Okay, drop spoon. Drop egg. Take scroll. Okay, he hasn't taken the egg yet. Wait, no I don't. Take purple scroll. Wait, where am I? Oh, okay. Take map. Take purple scroll. Take pencil. Okay, I think we got everything we needed now. What don't we need? We've got an inventory problem right now. Let's drop the lantern. And take the pencil. And then we're gonna cast, or we're gonna learn the light spell and put it on something else. Fraughts. Okay, and then we're going to cast Fraughts on Jug. Okay, there we go. All right, I think we're gonna go back to the bed now. We're gonna go back to the bed now. That seems like a good place to sleep. So we're gonna go down. We're thirsty, yay. save as summon 4. Okay, I think we got what we need. I actually started to use the directional keys, WASD, to think about moving, and then I realized that's not what I'm supposed to do. That's funny. Eat bread. Okay, where are we? That way. West, south, 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 up, sleep, on, bed. Okay, so, sleep. It's been a long day indeed. The rest will do you good. You make yourself comfortable on the bed, and drift off, renewing your powers and refreshing your mind. Time passes as you snore blissfully. After a while, your sleep is disturbed by a strange dream. You are wandering in a darkened place, for you have no light or other possessions. You feel that you are being watched. You are surrounded by faces, their eyes following you. They drift in and out, staring at you with proud indifference. One face, brightly lit, unlike the rest, draws you closer and closer. As you touch it, you wake. Ooh. Oof. Alright, well this seems actually like a pretty good place to stop. Because we just slept. We're awake. It's like a pretty good place to stop right now. And then we can finish this on Sunday. To me. Alright. So these are all the spells we've got. We've got Zifmia, we've got Krepf, we've got Baxum, we've got XX, we've got Resrove, we've got Blorb, we've got Knitful, we got Fraughts, and we've got Nusto. We've been playing the game for 3 hours, 10 minutes, and 20 seconds. And we're going to save as start here, or Sunday. We'll just call it Sunday.